Cool.
Watch out for the crocodile. You watch out for the crocodile. Wendy, please don't wait for the last minute.
Hey guys, so last night my friend and I and Sam watched the new Peter Pan and Wendy on Disney Plus, and let's talk about it. We'll start with the positives and then I'll go to just kind of, I guess, the negatives and the things I didn't like about it. Positives, I loved every single actor in this film. I think everyone did so good. I absolutely loved Alexander Milani. I think I'm saying that Milani as Peter Pan. I thought he was so good. You could just tell he was like so excited to be in this movie. Ever Anderson as Wendy was amazing. And I mean, I will always say that probably my favorite like Captain Hook representation was Jason Isaacs in the 2003 Peter Pan. However, Jude Law was incredible. I love Jude Law. I thought he was fantastic as Captain Hook. I'm not sure how I feel about venturing away from like the tradition of the actor who plays Captain Hook also playing Mr. Darling. However, it made sense in this film that it wasn't the same actor because Mr. Darling was very little in this film, where I feel like in other films and other things it's very well shown there's like a similarity between Captain Hook and Mr. Darling, where there wasn't really that in this film, so it made sense that they weren't played by the same actor. And like Alan Tudyk as Mr. Darling, fabulous as always. I loved all the lost boys, all the lost girls. I love that there was girls and boys. I absolutely loved the story of Wendy with Tinkerbell. This Tinkerbell was completely different than every other Tinkerbell that we know, in the sense that she didn't immediately hate Wendy. I really liked seeing like that side of Tinkerbell. Like obviously people love Tinkerbell because she's so sassy and everything, but I really liked seeing this like new version of Tinkerbell where she's like seems just very kind. She like wants Wendy to come, where in like the cartoon it's very clear that Tinkerbell does not want Wendy there. And I really liked that she like wanted Wendy to come and she wanted the boys to come, and she was just very nice to Wendy right from the beginning. So I really liked that. Overall, I didn't hate this movie. It's definitely not my favorite Disney live action remake to come out. It currently has a 4.2 on IMDb, which I think is very low. I don't think it deserves that low of a rating. I definitely don't think it's perfect. To this day, my favorite Disney live action remake is still Aladdin. I don't know what my least favorite would be. I actually still haven't seen the live action Pinocchio. It's on my list. I need to watch it, but need to watch that. Probably my least favorite out of all the live actions is maybe The Lion King, which I mean technically isn't like live action, it just looks live action. So this definitely, in my opinion, is better than the live action Lion King, but it's definitely still not my favorite that has come out. It was fun, it was good. Will I watch it again? Yeah, I can see myself watching it again. Another thing I really liked about this is I really liked learning a little bit more of a backstory on Hook. Like I feel like we don't really know very much about Hook, and you never really get the chance to learn. So I really liked that we got to learn more about Hook, who he was before he became Captain Hook. I'm not going to spoil anything, so I'm not going to say what he was before he was a pirate, but I really liked that, and I thought it gave like a new perspective not only on Hook but also on Peter Pan, because I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I've never seen Peter Pan as like the perfect little happy boy that he is. The Peter Pan in Once Upon a Time totally like shifted my perspective on Peter Pan. And I will say, I'm not going to spoil too much, but I will say the Peter Pan in this movie is definitely not as evil as Peter Pan from Once Upon a Time. But I do like that it doesn't make this Peter seem perfect. Also, just completely random, but I loved this, the actress who played Tiger Lily actually came from a reserve that is like pretty darn close to where I live, like, which is really cool. Not only like Canadian representation, but like Native American Albertan representation. One thing I did and didn't like about it was I really liked what they did with the crocodile in this movie. However, there was not nearly enough crocodile in this movie. I have the same issue with the 2003 one, just not enough crocodile. We need more crocodile. And also there is very little mermaids in this movie. I don't really have much else to say. I did enjoy it. It's definitely not, like I said, my favorite, but I definitely like would rewatch it if like someone else wanted to watch it, but it's definitely not my favorite live action to come out. Definitely not, but that's okay. And I look forward to what else. I'm really looking forward to The Little Mermaid coming out. I have just like one little baby spoiler that I'm gonna say, so if you don't want to hear that spoiler, then just finish watching this video here, and thank you so much for watching. I did actually really like the end of the movie. I did really like learning how Captain Hook used to be a lost boy with Peter, and that he left because he wanted to go find his mother, who he didn't end up finding, and then that turned him into a bitter grown-up and into a pirate. So I liked learning like his backstory there, and I also kind of liked seeing how both Peter and Captain Hook kind of realize like that they need each other, and that they, even though they aren't necessarily like lost boys and friends anymore, they still have this like bond to each other. Even when like Peter basically like apologizes to Hook, Hook says, don't apologize, because like we aren't fighting and we aren't doing this, and like what's the point anymore. And I liked that, and I liked at the end when after Peter returned Wendy and the darling children home and he went back to Neverland, I liked seeing Hook see Peter Pan, and like they both just had this like friendly smile on their face. Like even though they're still gonna fight and they're still gonna act like enemies, they still both like kind of have this like bond and love for one another, and I really liked that. I like that about the ending. I absolutely loved every single actor in this film. Everyone did an amazing job, and I think this was so incredibly casted because everyone was phenomenal. So anyway, that is going to be it. Very, very short little review of Peter Pan and Wendy. I definitely do recommend you check it out. I thought it was really good, and yeah, I would definitely rewatch it again. Alright, that is going to be it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. I post new videos every single Friday, and I'd love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye everybody.